Good evening or good morning to you guys, depending when you're listening from. Now, today's episode is all about putting yourself out there, okay? And sometimes it is going to be uncomfortable. Sometimes it will be a glorious moment. But today's episode, I just want to sort of talk about putting yourself out there and what it means as a young entrepreneur. So let's get the theme song on, and I'll see you in the episode. So the big question is this: if you were starting your first online business with no audience, no customers, no group, no following, completely from scratch, how would you actually do that? What steps would you need to take? I want to share with you my young entrepreneur journey as I get to launch my first ever online business for the first time. So that's the question. This podcast is the answer. My name is Kane Pointing, and welcome to the Young Entrepreneurs Secrets Podcast. Let's have some fun. What's up, guys? I hope you're having a great day. It is Friday, and it's been a absolutely super hectic, busy day for myself here, and the whole family's just so busy. Like, literally, when I'm recording this now, it's like I've got football soon, and it's like that busy. Okay. Now today's episode, this is something that I have been wanting to speak to you guys for quite a bit of time. This particular episode, because this is an episode where you can separate yourself from a dreamer to an action taker, okay? And this is sort of someone that, I can't remember who exactly sort of gave me this inspiring, this part of this episode is something that someone said to me before. I can't remember exactly what their name is, which I wish I've tried to think about, and I just can't remember what their name is. But it hit me, and I was like, I want to share this with you guys because I know I've gone through this as well. So this episode today is just one key takeaway, but it's a massive key takeaway. And this is why putting yourself out there is really important. Okay. Now, what I mean by this is it's like me. Okay. It's just a little bit like myself. It's all about asking people to be a part of something, or put your name out there, asking a question, or you're putting a post out there. You're putting yourself out there in the world, on the internet, on the online aspect part. You're putting yourself out there. And that could be anything. It could be a post, like I said, it could be a post, it could be podcasting, it could be anything, okay? But for this example today, it's about asking people to be a part of our summit. And it's the asking part, okay? That's not the part I'm on about here. And it can be scary, okay? And it's normal to be scared when you ask people, so you feel uncomfortable. Now, this is important because, like I said before, the asking and putting yourself out there, it will separate you from being a dreamer and a thinker, like, oh, but one day I'll do that. Oh yes, I wish that would happen. Don't be a wisher, okay? Make your dream a reality. And how you can do this by taking action. Okay, you take action, you do that, okay, and then you make your dream a reality. Okay, I want to say that again. Okay, so you can separate yourself from being a dreamer, okay, to an action taker, and making your dream a reality that you get to live. Okay, because that is really important. That if you take action, okay, and you put yourself out there, you ask on a question, or you go, oh, well, you invite someone and you just put your message out there, okay, you're going from a dreamer, okay, to a action taker, and you're living the reality of what you want to get out of it, okay? And the main thing about this today is this is quite a short episode, but for me, it impacted me so much. I was like, whoa, man, I just want to, the dream I've got in my mind, like I want to live that dream. How can I do that? And that's why today, look, if you're watching on YouTube, okay, you can literally see I have my new swag, okay, the hashtag Young Entrepreneur swag, and we've got some cool things on my arm and also my back as well. It is so cool. I have to chase my friends and this is amazing. But this stuff here is like taking action, okay, put your message out there, put on whatever you got, or you asking someone to join your thing, or be a guest, or whatever it is, you're putting yourself out there. And if you want to be, a successful young entrepreneur, or just an entrepreneur, a successful entrepreneur, you must put yourself out there. I'm not the face of this business that me and my mum are creating, but I'm personally asking successful entrepreneurs, some young entrepreneurs and some really cool entrepreneurs, who got businesses, who make 6-7 figures, to be a part of our project. And I'm putting myself out there. I'm asking these people. I'm DMing. I'm sending voice messages. I'm sending videos. I'm like, oh, how you're so cool. Oh my God, you're amazing. Will you be a part of this? I'm asking them. I'm putting myself out, putting our message out there, putting what we do out there, asking people to be a part of it, and to help us along the way, and that we can help them as well at some point. you know, put up and get our project moving and helping this movement of people that we want to help because we have something inside of us who are like, we want to help those people. And sure, you know, some of them have said yes, and it's like, yes, thank you so much. Like, we've had some great speakers. I even speak to some of these speakers, and they're like amazing people. Like I've said it before, it's like they've said yes, and we're so grateful. But what happens if you get a no? Someone doesn't respond. Like, I've had people who responded back and then just don't say anything. You're like, oh, okay. You know, or you just don't get any response at all, and you're like, oh, okay. Or someone says no, okay, the rejection of someone said no to you, you're like, I'm not good enough. But don't take it that way. It's like, these people, how I've accepted it is, some of these people, they understand, okay, what's the whole point of this? Okay, they already understand the whole point of a summit. And they're looking at us and go, okay, these people got my people, okay? No, they haven't, okay, because they at the moment, we don't have people, okay, because we're starting from scratch. We don't have anybody. So it's like they're looking at us and go, okay, they haven't got anybody. At the moment, they can't benefit me, okay, because they're like, okay, I'll leave it there. But some people are like, yes, we want to help you, because that's how they are. And like, there's no offense to people who are helping us and aren't helping us, but the people who aren't, they're like, that's okay. Like, might not fit in your schedule. It could be down to where, like, we might not be the right theme for you. That's cool, no worries. Or we might not have the right people from you. Like, we don't know. Because they don't really know us, but we put ourselves out there. And the great thing about that is we don't have to waste any time now thinking that, oh, if we ask that person, maybe we'd have caught like 3,000 more people. But if you put yourself out there and you do and you take action, what happens? You'll know. Like, I now know people not to target because they're like, they've already said, oh no, we can't do that, unfortunately, we can't make a date. That's cool because it's, you know, January. Or some people just haven't got back to us. Okay, that person, we'll follow up with them and see if they want to put, but we're putting ourselves out there. We'll keep putting out, you know, you comment on people's things. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. You know, that's the same sort of value that I want to give in my business, like that sort of stuff. But, you know, you've got to put yourself out there, but you've got to commit. You've got to commit yourself and got to take that action. As super important as being a young entrepreneur. And it is uncomfortable. Okay, I'm going to tell that now, it's very uncomfortable. But get used to it. Like, there's still things like I'm not a preacher. You know, I'm going through this as I feel it, and the emotions that hit me and what I go through and what I learn and that sort of stuff. And this is one of them. That this actually did prevent us a little bit of taking that action, of putting ourselves out there. You do feel scared. Like, these people have made, like, you know, £100,000, or you're thinking, you know, £1 million, £10 million, 100 million. You're like, I don't want to ask these people because they're gonna think I'm an idiot. Okay, and it's normal. Okay, that's fine. But there are people out there, and I know these people because some of these people on our summit, and they want to help us because they're like, I just want to have you. Like, I've been there. I know what it feels like. Okay, don't worry. I want to have you. Is that okay? Have me? Like, yeah, yes, please. You have the great. You know, we want the people that you got, and they're like amazing. We would love to have you on our summit because you're also going to bring so much value. And that's what it is. There's people out there who are like, they've got other stuff going on. You've got to accept it. Like, they've got different things going on in their life, and that sort of stuff. But if you take action, you'll get results. It's going to be yes or no. Okay, yeah, yes or no. Okay, and you're like, if it's no, don't worry. You might have them on your podcast. You might do a summit with them. You don't know. Something might come along, but still keep that relationship. And that's what we've done, is we've took action. Okay, you know, we put ourselves out there. We've asked people. We've joined these groups and said, would you want to be a part of this? And they're like, yeah. Some people said no, but that's okay. You know, but you put yourself out there, and your thing. I'm not saying to you guys like, oh yeah, put yourself out there for a summit. And you're like, oh my god. You know, it could be like anything, like putting yourself out there on Instagram. Like me, like when I started my Instagram, you know, you guys can follow me at kanepointing_official, which is a very long name. But you know, I was there like, oh, do I want to do this? What if my friends see it and they think I'm weird? But I was like, you know what, I am weird. Okay, because I'm the 1% awesome. Okay, I'm a part of the 1%. I've made my own club. All right. I was like, you know, I'm myself. Okay, so if they think I'm weird, but in my eyes, I'm normal. But to them, I'm like, I don't care. Okay, I want to be myself. Okay, that's me. I want to be myself, and I want to attract the people who are like me, who want to be themselves as well, but want to change lives and change the world, and be an entrepreneur, a young entrepreneur, and make what they've got in their mind a dream a reality. That's what I want to do. Okay, that's what I want to give back to people, but I can't do that at the moment because I don't know everything. Okay, I don't know the whole thing, but that's what I'm going along this way. Is I want to help those people who are like me a couple of years ago, and you know, that thing is put yourself out there, and that's why I like started doing my Instagram. Okay, and I have someone else who does it. It's Lucy who does my Instagram, and that sort of stuff. So when it comes to it, I was like, oh, I'm not too sure if I want to do that photo. But now I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Oh my God, look at my t-shirt, young entrepreneur. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, and that's what I'm into. So it's like, you got to put yourself out there, and it is uncomfortable. Okay, but you just have to get used to it. It's uncomfortable. That's the feel. That's the real bit inside of you. It's like, oh, that is good. Okay, that makes you feel a bit like, this is entrepreneurial. Okay, it's that entrepreneurial feel. So if you guys are watching on YouTube, you'll see my facial expressions when you see that. But like I say, anyway, so it's all about putting yourself out there. And if you don't put yourself out there, you're just living your dream. Okay, but you're just thinking about your dream. Sorry, you're not living your dream. You're just thinking about your dream all the time. But if you want to live your dream, what have you got to do? You've got to put yourself out there. Take the action. Just commit yourself. Do it. Press the button. If it's a button, press the button. If it's a message, send it. Okay. If you've got to raise your hand, raise your hand. It's scary, but it's also awesome at the end. Okay, it's so good. And I hope there's more things that come out of this. But there's a little example I want to use. It's a really fast one because I've got football soon, guys, and I don't want to waste your time, babbling on about things. But on our site, we have like this massive, I'll tell you a quick story, okay? This is a really, really cool story. We have this like massive 42-foot sort of pole. Okay, it's got this platform at the top. And what you've got to do is you've got to climb up this pole. And it's like these, you remember, imagine like you've got a stapler, okay? You've got these little staples, but imagine these massive staples, okay? They're like, boom, they're like, size your hand, okay? They're huge. They're like bolted in, but they weren't bolted into this pole, okay? One of our poles in our woodland. And it's called the parachute simulator. Now, what people do is we connect this thing onto their back, and then they walk up, okay, and they climb up, and they get to the platform, they jump off. And it's like a leap of faith. And it's the same thing of like you're going up this thing, this massive pole. Like you're going up, you're boom, one step at a time. You take it one step at a time. You get to the end, you're like, I've got to send this message. You're on that platform. You've got to send this message. Whew, I'm a bit scared. You look around. You're like, I see the birds. Okay, I can hear the birds chirping. I can see the birds. I see a bit of wind. I'm like, oh my God, I'm a bit scared. And the platform was wobbling a bit. And you're like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. Okay, but everything comes to your mind. You're like, well, what happens to this? What happens to this? What happens to that? You always think the worst. You never think the best thing. It's always the worst. Like, I'm gonna die. Someone's gonna make me feel like stupid. You just don't know. But when you take that step, when I step off that parachute simulator off in our woodland, I step off the platform and feel that thing of like, okay, it's the best feeling ever. Okay, and literally when I've messaged people, we be a part, and they're like, you're like, they're like, yeah, you're like, oh my God, so good. Okay, and it's like you put yourself out there, and that's the most inspiring part. It's the feeling inside of you. Okay, it's like, oh, that's amazing feel. Like, thank you so much. And that's what I say. It's that pole. You're on your platform. Okay, but will you remain on that platform, and then will you walk down the staples? Because some people do. Some people have. But are you going to be a person who gets to the top of that platform in my woodland and jump off and go, with your hands out like, yeah, free falling down? Or are you going to be a person who stands on the platform? Or are you going to be a person that just stands on there and just walks all the way down? Okay, because I know what I am. I'm a person that goes all the way up to the top. I look around and go, oh my God, I'm going to put my pants. Okay, and then you jump off and you're like, whoa, this is such a great experience, and you want to do it again. And that's what it is you've got to put yourself out there. And the more you start putting yourself out there, the more you get used to it. Okay, and rejection might occur. That's cool, no worries. Okay, just take it. Like, yeah, rejection. All right, but I know there's about mindset and that sort of stuff. And I'm not a money mindset coach, but my mum is. Okay, so if you need any help with money mindset, my mother is an absolute fantastic person. Hence why our business is all about money mindset. So I know I will need that at some point. But for the moment, putting yourself out there, and there could be blocks about that. But for me, I haven't got that block. My thing is I can get myself out there and take action. And I just press that button or ask those people, because I don't feel uncomfortable with that. But I know some people do. But like I say, it's like you've got to do that to move forward. Okay, from being just a dream to become a reality. And that's what I'm doing. Is we had a dream in our mind of what do we want, but now we're making it into reality. Okay, we've got people confirming as speakers. We've got people interviewing. Okay, we've actually got interviews now. Okay, we've got a date set. Okay, which is the 19th, 20th, the 21st of January next year. Okay, like early January, and we're building stuff. Okay, it's gonna be so cool. But when we press that final button, okay, that final button, when it's all done, it's like, wow. Okay, the satisfaction will be unbelievable. But for you guys, it's all about putting yourself out there. Okay, and that's today's episode. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. I hope you like my swag that I'm wearing, my #YoungEntrepreneur t-shirt. It's quite cool. I love it. very comfortable as well. It's like premium sort of a cloth. But anyway, guys, I did say it was a bit of a short episode, and it is because I've got football soon. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Have a great day. And once again, you are a true #young entrepreneur in the making, and I can't wait to see you on the next episode. So guys, have a great weekend, have a great Friday, and I'll see you all on the next episode. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode, guys. I hope what I've shared with you today has helped you and really inspired you in your young entrepreneurial journey. If this episode did help you today, feel free to tag me in your biggest takeaways, aha moments, and let me know how much you love this by leaving a 5-star review. Or even if you want to share it with like-minded young entrepreneurs who you think might benefit the podcast, feel free to do so. You're thinking, I want to get instant notifications when the new episodes drop. You can hit the subscribe button and you'll get notified when I drop them. Once again, guys, thank you so much for listening. And remember, you are one true young entrepreneur in the making. And I'll speak to you in the next episode.